If you look, Ryan, if you look, Chris, if you look,
Maybe you're looking there.
if you look in here, you might see it.
You might be able to
See
see
it?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it says we're live, Chris.
Wait, we're live?
Oh.
What? Ryan, we're live?
Oh, shoot.
Oh my God, I'm sorry,
I didn't
folks.
get the chance to see my artwork.
And we're live. Welcome to Quarantining
With the Chris's.
I'm your host, Chris.
I'm your host, Chris.
And thank you for joining us today. If you are in Morocco, the United States, or beyond, we appreciate you guys joining us today. Thank you for sending your request to join live. Unfortunately, we can't do that because Ryan said no.
Ryan said no?
Ryan said no.
I didn't know Ryan had anything. I'm so messy today, Chris. Got a lot going on over here.
A lot going on here in the quarantine quarters. A very, very special edition times 42. What do we got going on today, Chris?
Yes, it is. We're painting with words today, Chris.
Oh, with words.
Usually we paint with numbers,
So
but today we're painting with words.
So I could paint right here, like,
yeah,
and it'll go through.
I think so. Yeah.
Right there, like wispy clouds, mountains.
Wispy mountains. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, you did a really good job there, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
I've been trying.
Goodness gracious, it's quite a painting you just put in the background there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not my first rodeo.
Oh. Speaking of rodeos.
No.
Last night was tough. To say goodbye to the Waz on his one last rodeo. The way he walked into the sunset, all I could picture was a cowboy riding off into the sunset after his last rodeo.
I picture him still walking in the Pacific Ocean all the way to Boston. Shout to the Godfather, Justin Wozni, who sadly left Los Angeles today. He was the founder of this program, was the first guest for the first 3 episodes, and we've had him on more than anyone else, I think.
Yeah, he's been on probably a half a dozen times.
Yeah, at least. Well, he's on the first 3 episodes, so it's probably way more than that.
Yeah, well, thanks, Justin. We love you. Good luck on your journeys.
We love you, brother. We're going to catch up with him next week, a special Justin, the Godfather Wozni on the road session that him and I discussed yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Hello to BC and or our guest tomorrow. Thank you for joining Quarantine with the Chris's. We have a special PSA.
Yes, please wear a mask and practice your social distancing of 6 feet.
I think what he's trying to say is please stay the hell away from everyone, HE double hockey sticks, and wear an effing mask. Because all of you refuse to do so, and we're going to have a bad time here in America. Speaking of America, we got our official election mail today as ballot. Mailing your ballot or drop boxing or wherever you want to put this has been done in California and the West Coast for years with no hitches. So basically just stay off Facebook and vote any way you can.
Wow, looking forward to this, Chris.
Yeah, can't vote on Facebook. Got to do it somewhere else.
Oh, interesting. Didn't know that.
Quarantine with the Chris's, we're on YouTube. If you check the link in our bio, or QWTChrises, QWTChrises, or Ryan QWTChrises, there you go. You can find us on YouTube with some special exclusive little content that you can't see here, Chris.
Right on. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. But check us out on YouTube. I would say go to youtube.com/quarantine with the Chris's, but we don't have enough subscribers yet, so please like and subscribe in the link in the bio. For all that fun YouTube stuff.
Yes. Also, like and subscribe to our Community Cause of the Week, Chris.
Oh, what's that?
Community Cause is the Center for Cultural Power, Chris. Oh. The Center for Cultural Power is a women of color, artist-led organization inspiring artists and culture makers to imagine a world where power is distributed equitably and where we live in harmony with nature.
The Center for Cultural Power supports artists through fellowships, training, and opportunities for activation. They create intersectional stories and content addressing issues of migration, climate, gender, and racial justice. Go to @CultureStrike on Instagram if you're on Instagram right now, or if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, go to culturalpower.org, culturalpower.org. We do pay the bills.
Yes, we're sponsored today by Paint by Numbers, Chris.
Oh, Paint by Numbers.
Yeah.
So you paint
by
numbers.
And then it ends up looking something like this.
Woo! Ta-da!
Wow. Yeah.
Shout out to Paint by Numbers. Even you too can look like an artist.
Wow. Speaking of artists, Chris, I hear we have quite the artist coming on today.
Who?
I don't know.
Ryan, we got a big time artist
Coming all the way from Poland.
Super colorful.
Yes.
Okay.
Really chlamyant.
Quarantine the Chris's do this every day that ends in Y. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Does not start with S. Ryan, we got a guest in here. Anyone? Woo! Why, hello!
Hi, you gorgeous people.
Oh, wow.
Thank
You can't paint a picture as pretty as you, though.
Oh, yeah. How are you guys?
We're great.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Staying, healthy. And speaking of voting, I have like some.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you got some stickers.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a future voter soon. So I'm just shopping around, and we'll see what debate will bring today.
See? Yeah.
Wow.
There's no debate that Justyna Kisielewicz is. I told myself I'd get it right every time, but probably got it wrong already. All the way in the Bay Area has joined us. We appreciate you as a pre-debate. I know they're probably showing this all across both Polish and American TV.
Yep. Well, I'll hear from my friends from Europe tomorrow what they are thinking about debate, because after the last one, there was quite a lot of response.
There was.
But let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're like the art show to the almond latte. You go to the art show, and after you sell your painting, you just drink your almond latte.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, so we're just the precursor, Chris, to the almond latte.
I love your glasses too. Can you? Are they sunglasses if you flip them down?
Yeah, they are. Like.
Whoa! It just got too cool.
Way too cool for us.
Woo!
Right? Yeah, I know.
Speaking of too cool, we found you because of your personal little live shows that you're doing. Can you talk to us about what you have going on there?
About my shows?
Yeah, your interviews with your hairstylist, with Augie the Great.
Oh, by the way, there's somebody saying that it's like very Dylan McKay.
Ooh,
wow.
90210 reference.
That's my childhood, you people. That's like how I dreamed of America. I was watching Beverly Hills 90210, and there it is, like 2020, and here's somebody saying that it's Dylan McKay. Wow.
See?
Dreams do come true.
It all came together. It all came together. Let's get some applause, Ryan.
Speaking of dreams coming true, coming out to California was one of your dreams as a kid because of 90210. Can you talk to us about the power of Instagram and how you're able to come out to California because of it?
Well, so how it happened is that a gallery that I was supposed to be represented by in Poland and in Europe stripped me of 17 of my paintings. They just decided, to take them away. I was super sad, and then I was thinking, dang, I don't want to be in Poland anymore. I want to go to the America, and that's how I ended up signing up, on Instagram, and boom, it was like magic,
Wow.
So galleries started, connecting with me, and I had an offer of having a show in San Francisco, then a solo show in Sydney, and the rest is history,
And now, they were taking artwork from you, but now they want to feature you in the Poland Museum. Is that right?
Well, so after they stripped me of my paintings, I was really sad, and then I came to the U.S. I met a lawyer who was a piranha lawyer, Harvard lawyer, how they are, and he said, like, damn, it's not supposed to be happening. I'm gonna give you back your paintings. And that's what happened. 3 years later, it happened. I got them back, and then I shipped them all to San Francisco. And in 2017, I had solo show at 111 Mina Gallery, and it was amazing.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Wow, right on. And you were featured last year as one of the best Polish artists?
Yeah, it's annual thing. They just love me.
Every year they're just like, give it to her again.
Yeah, just give it to her. Just give it to her. I'm like, no, stop it, please. Can't take it no more. No, but seriously speaking, now I'm like really, really happy and and glad that I could get into the National Museum and to American museums. It's kind of like dreams do come true. You just have to work hard and believe in it, So, somebody's saying that I'm the best Polish artist.
Woo!
Wow.
TYTCYT.
Artisto.
Oh.
Woo.
Love you.
Speaking of Polish artists, who would be your favorite Polish artist? Could be a musician.
Well, there's a couple of Polish artists that I really like. I'm slightly out of touch now as to who's like very hip in Poland. I have a couple of foreign artists that I really like and hope to show with them someday. Who knows?
Ooh. And who would those be?
Well, so I love David Hockney. That's a long shot, I know, but why not? Big dreams, right?
Yeah.
Are still possisible. But I do really like him. He's amazing. He's also a European artist, and he came to California. He discovered the amazing sun, amazing light, and amazing themes. So I can in a way relate to him. But there's also other artists who are super duper awesome on Instagram. There's Eric Jones, who's amazing. I could just sit here and throw some names. So yeah.
You know who's also an amazing artist? Justyna Kisielewicz.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on live right now. Who says just underscore kidding as her name in her Instagram bio. Someone just said your art is fantastic. Love your use of color.
Wow.
Yay! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And then we had a K.R. McCarter. We had a K.R. McCarter 78 said, you get down with the pierogi. I think when you eat a pierogi, it's more than one. Usually pierogies, no?
I'm not familiar with pierogies.
You know what pierogies are?
Yeah, what's your pierogi?
Although I cannot eat them. I have celiac disease.
See? Well, there you go.
Well, that makes
I'm
two
not
of
a
us.
pierogies person. Yeah. Oh, really? You have a celiac disease?
Oh no!
he doesn't know.
It was just that I just have never tried a pierogi before. That's all. I think there might have been a delay
That doesn't
there.
mean she didn't try pierogies.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I can invite you over once my mom comes here, and she's doing amazing pierogies. So
Oh.
You know what? I think, Ryan, you
that's done.
gas up
That's
the car.
really
We're
done.
going.
Yes, let's go. Especially coming from a woman who said that the measure of successful life is living a life not being. Oh shoot! I can't even read. Oh, not being a hater or being hated.
Ooh.
Who said that? Did I say that?
I believe your mother did, at least according to Instagram.
Oh, wow. A deep dive.
Oh wow! Yeah, well, she's really good at commenting. She's like the fan number one, and well, she's been through a couple of things in her life, so she knows what she's talking about. But yeah, that's true. Hate is awful.
There you go.
Hate, just love people. Just love.
Justyna, Bobby
Thank you,
said,
We
I love
the
your artwork,
Donuts.
especially We the Donuts. Love that one. Actually, that one made me really hungry.
Okay. Well, this is like interesting. How do what people think about this painting? It's kind of like slightly prophetic. I painted it in 2014, and it was a story about how we are exploiting the nature and how we are getting fat, and the nature is getting slimmer. So a couple of years forward, and it's still happening. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, and how does the power of art? How can art change that, or be progressive in environmental issues like that?
Well, I think most of all, art should be telling the things as they are. Everything is so politically correct nowadays that we don't get the picture as it is, and believe it or not, but in the recent issue of Financial Times, there was this interesting conversation with Pamela Anderson from Baywatch, and she said that actually she's a big fan of pop art, but pop art that actually is telling the sad truth. I mean, besides being colorful and hip, there is some message. So I think that art is really important, and artists are important, and everything that is going on right now, and there's we need them. We need them. We need them to be to chronicle the times that we live in.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Be careful what you say. People are nasty. That's true.
It's true. We have questions flying in from around the world. If anyone has a question for Justyna, there's a question mark box below. This one is from the great state of New Jersey. Ryan, can you get that up? We're having a little technical difficulties here pulling this. No? Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Where do you pull from for? Where's your inspiration for your art come from?
So first of all, thank you so much for your question. This is a question that I think artists really struggle with. But for me, it's basically the world that I'm in. I think that I painted different paintings when I was in Poland. I paint totally different paintings now that I am in the US. So I would say that it's from the world around, from the conversation that I have with people, from the different situations. I think that 2020 is pretty abundant in events, so there's plenty to take from.
Speaking of 2020, you had a big year planned ahead. Can you talk to us about what you were supposed to do this year?
Yeah. Do you want to tell me about it?
Oh, what did you have planned for the year? You had some art shows planned.
Oh my gosh. So I was supposed to be in the front booth of SFR Market. That was supposed to be great. And that's I'm really sad about it that it didn't happen, because last year it was extremely successful, and the gallery that represented me got a lot of sales. So also I was supposed to have a solo show at 111 Mina Gallery. So that was supposed to be combined with also different things that I'm currently working on, and these are some collaborations. So I'm also going to release some merchandise with my art.
Can we get bandanas for your on it?
Gallery, 111 Mina Gallery. That too. So I'm going to be making the bandanas that would be handmade, but there will be also silk scarves.
Ooh,
wow.
I need some silk, right?
Queen of style.
Ryan, can that fit in our budget?
No, I think you're going to be fine. Yeah, it's going to be affordable. This is like a second tier of, getting collectors in the shop, because not everybody can afford paintings, especially now with COVID. So, people do want to have something. So I think this is an amazing opportunity for them to, have a piece of it.
Ooh. We have a request for an apron.
Oh,
wow. You've been making your own shirts. So have you been selling shirts too? I saw you had a bunch of prints on them. Are you going to be coming out with your own shirts too?
I'm thinking about t-shirts. I think it's gonna be like the next step, and now I'm gonna concentrate on the silk scarves and the bandanas, you know, and also the paintings, which is the core business, actually.
Interesting. What
can I make aprons?
Special order.
Our friend Eric, who we found you through, he just got recently featured on Trader Joe's greeting cards. I feel like you're have you been featured on them? Because I feel like they would be perfect for Trader Joe's greeting cards.
Trader Joe's, call me. You know where to find me.
Yeah.
Let's do something together.
Yeah, Justyna, you might as well Trader Joe's. I mean, it's also a perfect time. It's 5:25. Justyna on live reporting to the Chris's in Los Angeles to fix her hair and thank our sponsor.
We're sponsored today by Paint by Numbers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Recently, you were on a podcast with 111 Minna. Can you talk to us about, I guess, trying to describe your artwork over a podcast?
Well, this is a very challenging thing to do because you have to think about all those people who haven't seen it, at all. So, I deal with images, not necessarily with words. So that was slightly more complicated, but it was also very interesting. Now that I come to think about it, that it gave me a perspective, to kind of look at what I'm doing and find a common denominator. So I guess that was amazing thing to do, and to take a look at what I do from take a step back and look at it.
And what would that common denominator be?
Well, that everything is super fragile, and we don't need to be super serious. Things happen and not everything goes according to our plans, just, thinking of, your plans, my plans this year. But with all that, you just have to, roll with the punches and, stay positive. And, be supportive to other people because, everybody has their own struggles and you never know. So just, be nice and that's it.
There you go. You gotta be nice.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Those are some solid words, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just easy as that. Easy as that, right?
Your paintings are so detailed, though. Like, even seeing them... through a screen on Instagram, I'm sure is different from seeing it in real life. Someone once said, candy pink, flamingo pink, princess blue, cloud white, called you the princess of pop culture as well.
Wow. What a compliment.
Yeah, isn't that a cool title to get?
Yeah.
That's the coolest title ever. Speaking of titles...
Yeah, although, just right before I got this title, I was... Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that before I got this title, I was kicked out of one of the, studios at my school. So, not everything is just pink and rosy.
It's a perfect transition. You're getting kicked out and then being called the princess of pop culture.
Yeah. What is the title of the work, the piece of work behind you?
This one.
Yes.
This one is called S02E, and that translates to no worries. So this is basically, that was painted after the elections, and everybody was just going crazy over, Trump winning, and that this is disaster. It's over, America's, going down, and all that sort of stuff. So it was kind of my commentary that, hey guys, this is not the end of the world. It's going to be fine. And, if you're not happy with your reality, you can always take some drugs and,
Hakuna Matata. No worries.
It's a worry-free.
Yeah.
Philosophy?
Means no worries.
Well, we the bottom line is that we all gonna die, so it's just up to us what we're gonna do with this life that we're living, so if you want to fight over stuff that you have absolutely no influence on, or you want to have influence, and speaking of elections, just go and vote, right? Take responsibility into your hands, then do it, but just don't complain. Don't get too serious. Life is really short. Just let's enjoy.
Wow.
Perfect.
What a synopsis of life.
Yeah.
And I guess what are your goals? What do you hope to accomplish in your artistic career, and I guess outside of it?
What do I want to accomplish? I want to accomplish everything that I can. So I'm doing everything that I can, and I'm leaving no stone unturned. I came here. People told me that it's impossible. It's never going to happen. I'm not going to be a painter. And on top of it, I'm not going to be a painter in the U.S. So I think that, everything is possible. You just have to keep on trying. You have to get used to rejections as, an artist. I'm sure that, if there are any artists watching us right now, they know what rejection is. So you just have to get used to it and take no as, a fresh start, that you can do something else.
And Bill's advice.
Yeah, life is short. Eat dessert first. See, you never know if you're going to choke on that bone.
Might as well eat the donut.
Might as well eat the donut first. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Eat a donut.
It's a good philosophy in life.
I think it is, yeah.
Just eat a donut.
Yeah, why not?
We were talking about donuts yesterday. About Dunkin' Donuts?
There's no Dunkin' Donuts in the Bay Area.
Is there? Do you have a favorite place to eat donuts? No.
I don't eat donuts.
You can't eat donuts.
He doesn't eat donuts.
Yeah.
I cannot eat donuts, but before I got diagnosed, and I was in Poland just right after the transformation from communist country to, a free market country, we got one Dunkin' Donuts in the city center of Warsaw, and I think that I was 12, maybe not, maybe 11 at this time. So I was saving for the donuts, because they were really expensive. So one day after my painting classes, I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I got myself this, beautiful, glossy pink donut.
Beautiful. Someone who likes...
That's like a sad story, maybe.
First sad story of the day.
Someone who likes a broccoli said something over here.
Blind broccoli.
Blind broccoli.
Unable to see. Glad you turned this stone. Love you and your dog.
Oh. How's your dog doing?
Yay! He's fine. His name is Charlie Brown. You can follow him on Instagram.
Oh.
So he's adorable. Yeah, he's the best dog ever. I got him when he was a puppy, and for some reason he never, destroyed any of my artworks. He's just like walking around it when I lay them flat on the floor. He's just perfect, He knows what art is.
Have you ever give Charlie Brown a paintbrush to see what he could do?
Well, no, but he loves to paint with me, so he likes to sit on my desk. So for those who follow me, can see that on stories. And I know that he's responsive to color blue.
Oh.
So that's, interesting.
I mean, that's
thing
why
about
it
dogs.
works.
Yes. Oh, was that Charlie Brown?
Yeah, he ran through something.
He ran through. He saw that you were wearing blue.
He did. He's running here.
Yeah.
What I guess. Oh, does he have his own stream?
Charlie Brown?
Yes.
No.
We could probably get him to go IG Live one day.
I think so.
I think he'd be a good interviewer.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Looking forward to that. That day where we get Charlie Brown on here. Still trying to see him with Snoopy.
Oh, Snoopy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have neighbors whose grandfather came up with Snoopy. And when they found out that my dog's name is Charlie Brown, they just like fell in love with him. So,
We have a question here. Would you say your artistic style is reflective of your heritage in Poland?
Well, that's a very good question. So thank you for this question. Actually, it's totally opposite. It's because I was born in Poland that was gray and communist, and it sucked, basically. I hated all those colors and everything that surrounded me, and I just escaped into the world of colors.
Ooh.
So, I mean, in a way, it did play some role, but opposite.
Your body was born in Poland, but you said you're mentally born where?
In the U.S.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I really feel that, Americans are really, really, truly blessed to be born in this country, and many people that I know are really dreaming of coming here, and it's not that easy. It's doable, but it's not easy, and so I'm really happy to be here and, talk to you now, guys, and prove all those people wrong who said, no, it will never happen for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're happy.
We're happy to have her, Ryan.
So happy to have you here to join us.
Yay!
For you to prove everyone wrong. We look forward to you.
Say that.
Amen to that. Look forward to having you with Hockney and you two artistic abilities next time we talk to you.
Oh.
Yes.
That would be something.
A. Dillatros also said,
so how do you find Americans react to your sort of anti-communist art style?
I don't think they think about it as anti-communist. I think that they can actually relate to what I do by using the symbols that are, understandable for the Americans. Like, I started off with Disney, and then, all those symbols like, whether it's expressed by food or anything else, and I think that this is how they can relate to it and respond well. But I don't think it's like anti-communist. I can tell you though, guys, that communism sucks, forget about it. It doesn't work. We tried it out in Poland. No.
I heard it was bad. I heard it
Didn't work. One thing that does work, TYCYT, is pink. Why is pink so dominant in your artwork?
Well, I love pink. Pink is really cool, and it's not true it's girly, because in the olden days it was color reserved for boys. And I love pink. Actually, I don't know if you know about it, but human beings see pink as a very first color they ever see in their life, because it's like a color of a mother's womb. So it's kind of like a comforting color.
Oh.
Yeah. A bit of trivia.
Thank you.
Wow. And then A. Dillatros also said, super cool. I love how much there is to visually eat with your artwork.
One common theme is balloons. Can you talk to us about why you use balloons in your artwork, or balloon animals, or balloon fruit?
I like that monkey balloon animal you had.
Sure. Yeah, the ones that were stealing all the nice things, right? For once, because everything is fragile. So, animals are fragile, we are fragile, and I think that this is kind of a way of, conveying this message that we all have to, respect nature, we have to respect each other, and on top of it, it's just like, we're gonna fall apart, so the hell with it.
There you go. TYTCYTYTYT said, there's a lot of Baroque mirrors. Why?
Well, why there's a lot of Baroque? I think that I like Baroque. It's like very expressive. It's like very opulent time. And I don't like minimalism. I grew up not having that much, So maybe this is, my personal response to the, space that I have to paint over. So instead of like choosing not to paint too much, I decide to like, go full in and paint as much as I can. So maybe that's why.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Speaking as painting as much as you can, you also put like extra details in your frames. Like, can you talk to us about like how do you go about like framing your art and like what you're gonna put in the frame?
Well, so actually, I was inspired by an artist who's also represented by 111 Mina Gallery. You should check him out. His name is Mike Davis, and he's the guy who's actually making incredible wooden frames that he's totally doing himself. This is crazy. You should definitely go and see that. And I was thinking, like, how can I actually elevate my artwork? How can I, present it in a way that this is kind of like a finished product? I don't really like, to talk about art as a product, but in fact, when you sell it to the collector, you want it to be, easy, one click away. You don't want him to struggle with framing. So that, made me question the way I present my artwork. So I decided to go for something that I haven't seen anywhere. It was like in my dreams that I would do this kind of like a floater frame, made of epoxy resin, and I would just like embed certain things that you can also find in the painting inside the frame. So that's why I wanted to do that. And also it was so difficult and everybody said that this is impossible to do, that I decided to go for it, in fact.
There you go.
It sounds like we should just tell you everything is impossible,
Yeah.
so you go out and do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Hey, Justyna Kisielewicz at Justyna Kisielewicz on Instagram. Be like, you can walk on water, so just go walk on water.
Just walk on water.
Yeah.
How do you know I haven't done it already?
I don't.
Actually, you're right. We don't know. We do have another question from a Dilitros. I think he's or she is a dinosaur, actually.
Could be.
A Dilitros, yeah. Do you have a substantial collection of your own work that you don't plan on selling?
Oh wow, it's a cool question. So I don't think about creating my own collection. I really love when I can get to sell my artworks and make people happy with my paintings. There are actually a couple of paintings that I don't want to sell, and some of them come from this batch of stolen paintings. So definitely, these ones I plan on keeping on to and don't sell, or maybe sell to like some really museum in 20 years. Who knows?
20 years.
When you're an aristocrat. Ooh.
That's an interesting question. I don't know.
Today, yes. Tomorrow, maybe not.
Stripped of her belongings.
There you go. One thing you talked about, the experiences. You have your art. You're doing your live art show. The one you do, like, you have those clouds dropping down and like it makes them playful. Like, how do you make like that part of the experiences on your live shows?
Well, this is a very complicated thing to do because it works differently in my studio when I plan it, and then I have to think about the final space I'm going to present it in. Those ones that are currently on show at Andrew Norris Gallery in Burlingame, California, were initially planned for the space at Fort Mason for SF Art Market. So now we had to, pivot slightly with the installation. But, to answer you, I have to always think about the final space that it's going into. So I think that's the thing.
Okay.
And then you have, as you mentioned before, a solo show coming up in, is it November?
Well, that was a Plan. However, I don't know if that's still on.
Wow.
You know, so I hope that it's not canceled. It's postponed. The gallery, you have to know, it's still not opened. So they closed in March. They haven't reopened yet. But you know, they're planning on throwing some shows, doing, you know, YouTube videos and meetings with the artists. So that's for now. And as to, you know, solo show, we'll have to wait and see how that goes.
A Luis Carlos Carvalho to Dubang said, Justyna, you recently inspired me to start painting again. I started in quarantine with a series of 3 paintings of aluminum foil with fruits, and I want to keep going.
Ooh, wow. Sounds tasty.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you should keep on doing it. That's amazing.
Oh, nice. And we do have a question from a Scott Atkinson who said, is art theft very prominent, and have you fallen victim to it at all?
Thank you for this question. I love to write a book about it one day, because, you know, my friends say that if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen to me. And I don't know if that's a curse or a blessing in disguise, but for sure, this is a thing. I think that art market is as transparent as human trafficking, you know, thing. So this is really hard market. It's really hard to find, you know, good people with good intentions. However, I think that in the US, it's less prominent than it is in Europe. But I have a good lawyer, so if any one of you need a good lawyer,
there we go.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah,
Get a good
there you
lawyer.
Get a good lawyer.
Lawyer up.
And is there anything else planned for the rest of this year?
Well, I'm planning on releasing merchandise. So a couple of bandanas is going to be extremely limited because it's all going to be handmade. So I'll be, you know, slaving in my tiny studio / apartment doing that. And also I'm releasing silk scarves with 3 of my paintings. Then there is a show that is running till the end of October. And for those of you who are in the Bay Area or in Los Angeles but want to, you know, drive over Burlingame, where I'm having a show, I'll have a meeting with my audience at the gallery on October 19th at 4 p.m. till 5 p.m. So I'll be happy, you know, to see you there. Of course, we'll be wearing masks and, you know, using a lot of hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
So it's going to be safe.
Just hand sanitizer everywhere.
Just don't drink it.
Yes, no, drinking is bad.
Ooh, this one smells. I forgot how nice it smells.
It's wonderful. Shout out to Molly Suds.
This is Molly. We do try this. The Molly Suds hand sanitizing spray. It smells so delightful. Don't sniff too close.
Yeah, that was not a good idea. Well, Justyna, we appreciate you joining us today. Last question here from A. Dillatros. Is your worldview as vibrant as your art, or do you see it just like us? Very dark and gloomy.
No, come on, you guys. It's beautiful. Of course, you know, we all have our dark times, but I think that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, the bad days will pass, and you just have to, you know, stay positive and reach out to people, reach out to those who are supportive, and stay away from, you know, haters, and just create your little community, do whatever you need to, you know, just push through. So I think that I'm trying to be optimist. I would rather describe myself as a realist, but, you know, I ended up being in California, so I have absolutely nothing to complain about.
Wow. And
very dark, very gloomy, he said. No.
and one more question from Broccoli, who can't see. Are you painting any new originals that your collectors haven't spoken for?
I am. Stay tuned.
Ooh, wow. Oh, and Billy says that you lift his spirits every day along with Charlie Brown.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, thanks for lifting our spirits
Thank
today.
you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate your time. Looking forward to all your awesome artwork through the rest of the year, and maybe one day we can come see your art in real life.
Yes, that would be lovely.
That would be awesome. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for bringing artists closer and, you know, building awesome community of positive people. So, bravo to you.
Thanks,
All right, we
Justyna.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was fun.
That was great. Justyna Kisielewicz, who I said I'd pronounce her name right 100% of the time and probably got it right 0% of the time, does amazing, colorful, intricate artwork. You could spend all your time zooming in, or you could check it out or buy some artwork from her, or maybe a scarf, a bandana, or other accessories.
Yes, looking forward to all those accessories,
Yeah.
Chris. That should be fun.
Yeah, check her out on Instagram. I didn't spell her whole name, but it's very long. Check it out on our page afterwards, and you'll be able to see it as she's doing great work there in the Bay Area. And our sponsor's doing great work too, Chris.
Yeah, Paint by Numbers. One day, maybe our artwork will be featured, in a great American artist.
Mark,
Probably like in 2025. That's my goal, Chris. Let's set that goal.
whenever the world reopens.
Yes.
Quarantine the Chris's do this every day that ends in Y. That does not start with S. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining us again, all of you beautiful people. If you have a number, vowel, or consonant in your name, we appreciate you today. What do we got going on tomorrow?
Oh, we do have a very special guest all the way from the Bay Area, a musical artist who actually closed out season 1.
He closed out season 1, and he's back for season 2 for some
Yes.
reason, as he wants more punishment from the Chris's.
Yes, hanging out with BC, our favorite artist of tomorrow.
Yep.
And he's got some, like, his newest album I listened on repeat for probably 2-3 hours one of these days.
That is true.
I made you listen.
And we're going to give him way more streams in the next Tupac. Tupac and Elvis are on an island somewhere, Scott. If you find them, get them on the show. I'll send you another book about bees. Quarantine the Chris's.
We're still waiting about our book about, is it fireflies or fires?
Fires? Fireflies?
Fires.
I think
Fireflies,
Fires
yes.
are started by fireflies, Scott taught us, right?
Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting. Oh.
There's no debate. The Chris's are the #1 program on Instagram, according to our moms. Check us out tomorrow with BC and our community cause Center for Cultural Power. Check them out at Cultural Strike on the Instagram. Links are in our bio for all the wonderful Chris's stuff at QWT.
Chris's. Catch you tomorrow.
Adios. Right, end the show.